Welcome back to our last SOP for the danger zone SNR. This time we'll be learning about the breakout for danger zone SNR resistance. So let's look at the SOP first before we look at the example on the chart. Here we can see that this is the daily time frame. Up here is the resistance, bottom here is the support. So this will be the second movement. So price on the daily break this second movement. This is considered as a danger zone SNR on the daily time frame as a resistance as well. So first we go to the line chart. We mark the horizontal line. And then we mark this as our second movement. And then we mark from the edge of the resistance all the way up to the shadow or the wick of the candlestick. Now let's move to the H4 time frame. If we move to the H4 time frame, same as well, with the danger zone of the daily has been marked. We only need to find the second movement. Okay, good. We have the second movement on the H4 time frame. Next, what should we do? We can see clearly that at the H4 time frame, the candle has break this zone with a marubozu. As you can see here, the candlestick has break above the danger zone SNR daily of the support. So the H4 candle closed above it. So once it closed above the zone, next what should we do? We look for confirmation of rejection when the price comes back to this area to test as a new support. So since this is the H4 time frame, the breakout of the candle also has to be at the H4 time frame because the danger zone is at the daily time frame. Now when price comes back to this area to test as a new support, what is the time frame confirmation that we need to have a look? That is the H4 and the H1 time frame, and it needs to close above the zone for the confirmation of rejection. So we go to the smaller time frame to look for setup. If this is the H4 time frame, then we will look the setup from the H1 time frame and below. If this is the H1 confirmation of rejection outside of the zone, then we look the setup at the M30 time frame and below. So price will then come back to this area and continue on the uptrend. Here I have an example on the Euro NZD on the daily time frame. So the first step is always we want to mark the danger zone. So first we go to the monthly, weekly and daily time frame. But in this example, I'm going to show you a breakout on the resistance of the daily time frame. Not as per the SOP, where the SOP example showed to you was the second movement of the resistance. But I'm going to show you the resistance that is not the second movement. The second movement breakout happens very often. So I'm going to show you something that not often, that is the resistance or the support that is not the second movement breakout. So come back to here, we open on the daily time frame. Next we go to the line chart. Third, we mark the horizontal line at the resistance. Then we mark the second movement of the horizontal line. Fourth, we go back to the candlestick chart and then we mark the zone from the edge of the resistance all the way up to the shadow. Okay, here it's supposed to draw up to the shadow, so it doesn't reach. Okay, but this is just an example. If there's a shadow much longer than here, then we will still remain on this shadow. Whatever shadow that is behind here is already the past. We want the current shadow. So once we are done with the marking, next what should we do? Yes, we go to the lower time frame to check for any breakout happens or not. So in this case, as we can see, this is the daily danger zone on the resistance, and we can see that the H4 already made a breakout with a bullish engulfing pattern. So when we see this kind of case, when the breakout is very clear with a clean breakout of bullish engulfing, this is already considered as a confirmation. So we don't need to require that the price to come back into this area to make another confirmation of rejection before price continues to go up. this is a very good example where the price has already made a bullish engulfing outside of the zone, is already showing the confirmation of rejection. At the same time, price has already broke the danger zone resistance of the daily time frame. As you can see here, I highlight here again one more time, the H4 has made a breakout with a confirmation of bullish engulfing. So we go to the M30 time frame. After there is a confirmation of rejection from the zone, especially with the bullish engulfing that is clearly break the danger zone SNR on the daily time frame. Therefore, we need to look for setup. In the M30 time frame, we can see here there's a setup. Can you guys spot the setup? Have you got it? Yes, it will be the SNRC1 setup. So what should we do now is to mark the horizontal line at the capital letter A. Okay, capital letter A. So this will be our resistance. Next, we need to draw the zone. How to draw the zone is the Rayleigh base Rayleigh. Okay, this base Rayleigh base. We draw the base. Okay, this is our entry base Rayleigh. So once we have the horizontal line and the entry base, what should we do next? We go to the line chart. As we can see here, when we move to the line chart, we can see that the capital letter A, the resistance here, is so strong, is sharp. See, it is so sharp. So this is a very good resistance. This is the resistance that we want. And it is inside the Rayleigh base Rayleigh entry point. So our entry point will be this capital letter A, which is the 1.70636. And then the base, this zone base, the resistance is inside the base. So this is a valid SOP for SNRC1. So once we have all this confirmation SOP for the SNRC1, what do we need to look next? Yes, our confirmation of entry. So we can see here the zone that we marked earlier on for our entry with this horizontal line. We can see that this setup is in the bullish engulfing of the body candle. And let me highlight one more time, is in the body candle. If the setup is in this area, the wick, then is considered as high risk. Exactly, guys, always remember this. We do not want the setup of the confirmation to be at the wick. We want it to be at the body of this candlestick, the confirmation of our candlestick. Okay, remember, I repeat again, has to be in the body. So as we can see, the price has reacted to our SNRC1 setup. Congratulations, we have already made some profit from this setup. Hooray! That is nice, guys. Next, guys, you need to do another assignment. This time it's the same as well. 3 assignment. The assignment will be the breakout, the danger zone SNR resistance. So you can use the second movement resistance is fine. You can use any other resistance that is not the second movement is fine, as long it is the danger zone SNR on the time frame daily and weekly. Don't look for monthly. Okay, guys, look for weekly and daily, but daily occurs very often. Like I said, the simplest assignment you need to do is just look at the daily time frame, breakout at the H4 time frame. So once you are done with your assignment, save it in a folder. At the end of the course, you can submit it later on. Okay, so see you at the next class.